to think and grow women just like you've been able to think and grow rich in your career, in your business, in your professional life, certainly other areas of life as well. We're going to help you to do that today, talk about how to do that specifically here on Core Confidence. What's up, guys? David with Core Confidence here. And look, if you're a successful guy, you've had to work hard. You've had to pay your dues, right, in order to achieve the success you've had in your career, your business, all these things. And you've also realized that if you're watching this, if you've been attracted to the community, to the message of Core Confidence, that you haven't had that same success in your love life, or you haven't had it in a while, okay? And it's just not translating for you, right? That same level of hard work and going after it in your profession or your business is just, it hasn't translated over. You're like, why? It's so frustrating, right? And what's really frustrating is the same ways of being a go-getter and going after it, or being aggressive with it and just putting in the work and putting in the time and learning and doing that doesn't work the same way, right? As you've noticed in your love life with women, in your dating life, okay, in your relationships. And so, and not only that is because you've had success, women can often find that out or figure that out, and especially the wrong women will go after that and act like they're attracted for the wrong reason. And then the women that you really want, yeah, it might be part of the picture somewhat, but it's not going to be the main reason they're attracted to you, and it's going to turn them off, right, by upplaying that. And you might like to go out to those nice steakhouses and have nice cocktails and wine and all that, but that doesn't attract the right type of women. And some of you are going to have general shyness and confidence issues that don't translate over from the career into women. All of that, right? And of course, I'm making a play here on Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, which I know most of you are probably familiar with. And if you're not, you're probably familiar with some old school success books by Earl Nightingale, Neville Goddard, certainly Napoleon Hill, all that, right? And that's what we're talking about, because success is transferable even though it works differently. So let's talk about 3 things here that you really need to focus on, okay? And the first thing is you must use a strategy of dating multiple women and the right types of women in the ballpark, so that you have a pool of women so you can choose the cream of the crop. Let the cream of the crop rise to the surface, okay? Now I say that for a specific thing. Notice I'm using that language and saying it that way, letting it rise. It's not like, oh, you're trying to sort through it and find the cream of the crop. No, it's going to naturally rise because you've, right, created some high quality milk or cream, right? The cream rises at the top, and that's what we're looking for. Okay, now that's part of the process, right? And the attitude is what I always talk about. You got to stop chasing the women. You got to flip the script on this whole thing, right? It's very different from pickup and even traditional dating methods, what we talk about here, okay? So you've got to use that strategy in order to get the ideal woman, and also have fun along the way if you want to enjoy yourself post-divorce, post-long-term relationship, and have some fun in an open, honest, and authentic way, okay? Now, the second thing is you must carve out time. Okay, big problem I see with successful guys is not carving out time to address their dating lives. And of course, that time includes improving yourself in this area, right? Whether you realize it or not, I'm sure most of you do, is that when you were working on that path of going up the ladder to be successful in your career, and of course there's always more levels to unlock, but you really have hit that level of success and accolade and position and revenue where you are financially doing well and comfortable, right? That was a self-growth process. So part of that carving out your time is not only, hey, to meet women, but to improve and upgrade yourself, your confidence, and your vibe, and all your attraction abilities, right? All that stuff is hugely important to carve out time for, especially on the ladder here, right? On improving you. Because who is the common point of attraction in all your relationships, whether they're working or not? It's you, right? It's me. It's whoever is involved in that. And I say that to guys all the time when they reach out for help and to do breakthrough calls, so on and so forth, okay? And certainly last but not least, what we have is be lifestyle oriented in your approach to meeting women, okay? It's another way to say meeting women socially, but it's even can expand beyond that. Is be lifestyle oriented, okay? You can't be hyper focused on women. I do not recommend you become a pickup artist. That is a totally different thing in my opinion. It relates in some ways, but it's very different in others. And I've worked very hard to not be oriented that way because I used to do that stuff, and I know the pitfalls and all that, and the kind of mindset it creates, and the kind of ultimate dissatisfaction it can create, even when you do find the right fit relationship, okay? I'm often told by clients that I work with that my approach is truly holistic, okay? And it is, because we do a lot of practical, hit the ground running stuff, but we're holistic in what we talk about here, okay? And it's also why I recommend, you know, you guys that are watching this, the majority of you are successful in your career, business right now, all that, right? You have it going on. You got your finances figured out and all that. Pretty much, there's always room to improve, but you pretty much got it figured out, right? If you have those problems, go fix those first. Otherwise, go become a pickup artist, because maybe you can, you know, do that stuff with that. You probably can. That's not what we're about here. We're about having that full, extraordinary 10 out of 10 in your love life here, which includes, hey, being well-rounded so that you can really get the most out of life, certainly in your relationship with women, but all around as well, right? And in being a social cool guy, not being some sniper pickup artist trying to take out other guys, knock them down, and they use terms like AMOG and alpha male them and all that crap. Okay, we're not about that here. Okay, we're always about providing value, bringing value to everyone, and handling it holistically in that sense. Not my favorite word, but I've been told that by clients recently, and it does stick. It does resonate. Okay, so being lifestyle oriented, and where can you, when you're out in your world, where can you make slight shifts and go where there's more available women to where you're already going? And if not, of course, you got to build your social life. I help guys do that a ton. Start from scratch, especially if they have been divorced for a while even, and a lot of the friends went with the ex-wife, or they do have friends, but they're all coupled up, and the guys either don't want to go out, the wives won't let them go out, or they just don't have the time because they have kids and stuff and all that, right? Depending on if they have, you know, baby kids, you know, little babies and stuff, different when they're grown. But even then, some people just aren't as social. And of course, I don't recommend using online if you want to find your 9 or 10 out of 10 in terms of quality of women. Can it be used as a secondary approach? Yes, but things really aren't working in dating. You got to fix you, okay, and your challenges and issues. That's what you really, really got to go for, okay? So thanks so much for watching that video. Come to the end. And if you want help with this, if you really want to accelerate, take things to a 10 out of 10 in your love life, overcome confidence issues, vibe, attraction, and really become the guy that women chase like I talk about here, and be that guy that does it in real life, because that's the most powerful way where we can knock out the competition by being the guy they chase instead of being the one who chases like we're taught. Then reach out. You can reach out. You can drop a comment here, say talk, TALK, shoot me a message as well, and we can have a discussion, see if that's a fit, about having that conversation to help move you forward, to see if I can, if or how I can best help you out, okay? And again, remember today we talked about to think and grow women, or think and grow rich with women, right? Number one is to date multiple women, and make sure we use that strategy. You're doing that so you can get the cream of the crop in general, but especially when you want to find that right relationship. Number two, carve out time. Make sure you carve out time not only to work on your love life, to put effort into meeting more women, but upgrading yourself, very importantly, and your confidence and your vibe and all that. And then, of course, number three is be lifestyle oriented in this. Okay, be lifestyle oriented. Think of it that way, more holistically, if that helps, or more integrated is another way to say it, okay? And until next video, we're complete. Peace.